The world owes you absolutely nothing, not even a single cent. Greatness is not a divine gift given to the lucky. It is a cold, calculated transaction. You want the crown, but you are afraid of the weight that comes with it. You desire the glory without realizing that it demands every ounce of blood. People see the flashing lights and the applause, but they never see the 1,000 nights spent in the dark, fighting a war against their own exhausted bodies. There is no shortcut to the top of the mountain. Every step is a payment, and every mile is a sacrifice you must be willing to endure alone. Look in the mirror and ask yourself if you are truly ready. Are you prepared to lose everything you are today to become who you must be? That single drop of sweat is a bell tolling for your laziness. It is the physical evidence of your refusal to be average in a mediocre world. Success is a deal made with the darkness. You trade your comfort, your sleep, and your sanity, and in return, the universe grants you a sliver of immortality. Stop looking for the easy way out because it does not exist. The only path to the throne is paved with the bones of your former excuses. If you want to be different, you must act differently. You cannot expect extraordinary results while living an ordinary life fueled by empty dreams and weak promises. Time is the currency of the great. While others waste it on distractions, the elite invest it in their obsession until their name becomes a household legend. Accept the truth now. The price of greatness is paid in full, every single day, with no refunds and no holidays for those who seek the peak. Loneliness is the first tax you will pay. It is the steep price for moving faster than the crowd and leaving the safety of the common herd. While your friends are out partying and celebrating nothing, you are in the lab, grinding in the shadows where no one can see your struggle or pain. You will have to say no to the people you love. You will have to reject the invitations that lead to nowhere. But more, wasted, empty time. The air gets thinner as you climb higher. The higher you go, the fewer people you will find standing beside you in the cold, thin atmosphere of success. Being misunderstood is a requirement. If everyone understands what you are doing, then you are not doing anything that will change the world or your life. Loneliness is not a curse. It is a filter. It filters out the weak and leaves only those who are strong enough to stand on their own. You will be judged. You will be mocked. You will be called crazy by those who are too afraid to chase anything beyond their own comfort zone. The path to dominance is a lonely hallway. There's no one to hold your hand when the lights go out and the demons start to whisper. You must become your own best friend and your own toughest coach. When there is no one else to cheer, you must find the fire within. Your family might doubt you. Your friends might leave you. But the mission does not care about your feelings. It only cares about your total commitment. That isolation is the forge where your character is built. In the silence, you learn who you really are when all the external noise is gone. Don't fear the solitude. Embrace it. It is the environment where champions are born and where the vision for your future is finally made crystal clear. This is the tax of the elite. Pay it with a smile, knowing that the view from the top is worth every lonely night you spent climbing. Discipline is not a suggestion. It is a code of conduct. It is the absolute refusal to negotiate with your own weakness when you feel tired. You must kill the person you used to be. That version of you was not capable of reaching the heights you are now aiming to conquer. Destroy your need for comfort. Comfort is a slow death that lures you into a life of good enough while you were meant for legendary. Kilowatt is the massacre of laziness. It is the daily execution of your excuses until there is nothing left but pure, unadulterated results and focused power. You don't show up to participate, you show up to dominate. You don't show up to try, you show up to take what is rightfully yours. Your ego will try to protect you, telling you to stop, to rest, to hide. You must murder that ego and become a machine of pure will. Burn the bridges back to your old self. There is no return to the safety of mediocrity once you have tasted the fire of true discipline. It is the boring work that makes you great. The 1,000 repetitions when no one is watching are the only things that truly matter in the end. Attack your fears. If something scares you, that is exactly where you need to go. Your growth is hidden behind the doors you are afraid to open. There are no small wins, only building blocks. Every task completed is a nail in the coffin of the person you used to be in the past. Intellect without discipline is useless. Talent without discipline is a tragedy. You must marry your skills to a work ethic that terrifies your competition. Being tanhan with yourself is the highest form of self-love. It means you refuse to let yourself settle for anything less than your full potential. Kilowatt is not a cage. It is the key. It is the only thing that can unlock the version of you that is destined for the history books. Keep going when it hurts. Keep going when you are bored. Keep going when you are the only one left in the room who still believes. You are the sculptor and the marble. You must chip away the pieces of your own weakness until the masterpiece finally begins to emerge from within. The breaking point is not the end. It is the invitation. It is the moment where life asks you how badly you actually want this dream. Everything will fall apart. Your body will fail. Your mind will scream to quit, and your soul will feel like it is being crushed by gravity. Listen to those whispers of defeat. Acknowledge them, and then use them as the very fuel you need to burn even brighter than before. Pain is not your enemy. Pain is information. It tells you exactly where your limits are so that you can go out and systematically destroy them. Failure is the most honest teacher you will ever have. It strips away your ego and leaves you with the raw materials of your future success. You are not defeated when you fall down. You are only defeated when you choose to stay down and let the world walk over you. In the depth of your darkest hour, you will find an inner light that is inextinguishable. This is the birth of the warrior within your soul. Stand up. Not because it is easy, but because staying down is a death sentence for your destiny. Every inch you move forward is a victory. It is not over until you win. The universe has no choice but to bow to a person who refuses to stop. No matter the cost. You are being reforged. The old, fragile parts of you are being hammered away to reveal the unbreakable steel that has always been hidden inside you. The breaking point is the portal to the next level. Once you pass through it, you will never be the same person you were before. Your vision must be so clear that the pain becomes irrelevant. When the why is strong enough, the how becomes a simple matter of time. Climb through the wreckage of your own failures. Use every mistake as a stepping stone to reach the heights that others said were impossible to achieve. Become the storm. Do not seek shelter from the challenges of life. Become the very thing that the challenges are afraid to face in battle. Transformation is a violent process. But on the other side of that violence is the version of you that the world will never forget. This is the symphony of domination. It is the moment where all the silent hours of suffering turn into a loud, undeniable roar of absolute success. They see the trophy, but you see the chains. They see the result, but you remember the process that forged your spirit into a weapon. Greatness is not a title. It is a state of being. It is the way you walk, the way you talk, and the way you dominate. You have become a conqueror. You no longer ask for permission. You simply take what you have earned through your own relentless and unforgiving hard work. Attack every day with a ferocity that makes the world tremble. Destroy every obstacle that dares to stand in the way of your ultimate vision. The air at the top is sweet, but it is also cold. It is a reminder that you have reached a place where few dare to even dream. You are the master of your fate. You have negotiated with life and won. And now the world must play by your rules and your standards. Look at what you have built from nothing. Every skyscraper, every success started with a single lonely choice to never, ever settle for a mediocre life. Greatness is a choice you make every single morning. It is the decision to keep the fire burning long after the initial excitement has completely faded. You are now operating on a different frequency. You see things they don't see. You hear things they don't hear. You are a different breed of human. Your name is now etched in history. Not because you were gifted, but because you were willing to outwork, outlast, and outsuffer every other person alive. True dominance is quiet. It doesn't need to shout to be heard. It is a presence that fills the room and commands respect without saying a word. Remember the price. Respect the price. And never forget that you are the one who had the courage to pay it in full every day. The lights will eventually go out. The cheers will eventually fade into the distance. But what you have become in the process will remain forever eternal. Greatness is not about the trophy. It is about the legacy you leave behind for those who are brave enough to follow in your footsteps. You have settled the debt with your potential. You have fulfilled the promise you made to yourself in the dark many long and painful years ago. There are no days off for immortality. You are either building your legacy or you are letting it rot. The choice is yours to make daily. Your life is the message. Make sure it is a story worth telling. Make sure it is a story that inspires others to find their greatness. The price is heavy, but the reward is infinite. You have traded a few years of comfort for a lifetime of meaning and a legacy forever. So, I ask you one last time, look deep into your own soul and answer truthfully. Are you truly, honestly ready to pay the price? Pay the price now, or live with the crushing weight of regret forever. Greatness is waiting for you. Go out there and take it right now.